Hey guys, how's it going? HM Government Food Parcel unboxing video number 10. I have been given an update from the government guys to let me know that I'll be receiving these parcels until the end of July, and then they will cease these government food parcels at that point there. I don't really have a problem with that per se. It's been quite a while, and it's actually now been at the point where they have been giving out these food parcels for at least 12 weeks now. So it's nice that they will continue to give people these boxes over the next 4 or 5 weeks. All that, of course, is subject to change at this point, because we could get something that changes the mind of the government. Obviously, re-outbreak of the pandemic, etc., would be able to cause that. But at this point, I'd just like to let you know that there will be probably maybe 4 or 5 more of these episodes to come, and then we'll try to focus on other things from then. Obviously, there's plenty of food still to be used out of these, so stay tuned for the Ready Steady Cook episodes. There will definitely be more to come, by the way. But yeah, to this week's food parcel, guys, I can tell you for a fact that we have absolutely alternative, alien, and completely different brands, goods, etc. There's just different stuff in this box this week, guys. Stay tuned for the soup at the end. Well, I should say soup. It's not actually soup, but we'll stay tuned till the end. Shout out to all my Scottish friends. You may have a little hint of what we've got there. But yeah, shout out to all the Scottish people that watch this. Shout out to Sleep Time Brown. Shout out to Ali, Billy123. Shout out to Meow Meow. Shout out to Vesta. Your first item of the day is the HM Posket carrots. Not because these were officially the first items of the video, guys, but because I messed up and forgot to add them in the original video, so I've had to splice this little bit in there for you. But I don't suppose it affects the whole video. To the actual video now, guys. Well, we're going to start with you, Vesta, because this week we don't have a great one this week. This doesn't look great. I'm probably going to have to clean this one up, as you can hear me peeling layers off it. But the onion is not nice this week, and I wanted to show people that it obviously can be cleaned, etc., peeled, but the onion was not very nice this week, so I thought I'd show people that. We've got the gala apples, the South African gala apples, of course, for the start of the unboxing. Anyone who notices may notice that I'm starting to go in a different order, but do not be alarmed as I turn around and realise that I'm probably a lot lower when I'm turned around. I've been realising that for weeks. We have the Marquise spuds, the usual Marquise white washed potatoes. I've had my lad staying over once again, so I've ended up using all of my potatoes. Fortunately, this time around, I didn't have to break into the bread yet, but as soon as this video is over, I can almost guarantee you that I will have to use some of the bread. My lad wants some toast. We've got the return this week of the silver Corella coffee, the silver version of it there, as we try to at least counterbalance that so you can at least see it. I don't know if you can see that, guys, because of the light. Back that up a little bit. But yeah, put that there. I am not trying to speed through the video this week because of anything to do with the fact that I am so excited, guys, to get you to some of these later items in this, because we have some completely alternative items this week. Spoiler alert. We've got the Morn Flake, traditional whole grain, traditional oats. Once again, something that I think since week 3 has been a stalemate in these food parcels. The Morn Flake oats, at first it was the Wheaties, the Weetabix version of Shreddies, but they must have run out of those boxes quite quickly. Hold on, guys. I just needed to shut a creaking door because I could hear it in the background. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Once again this week, we have the Frey Bentos meatballs, and as you can probably tell, we're already now starting to build towards the regular items that we normally get. We have the return from last week and obviously over the last few weeks of the Anna chopped tomatoes. Their tins do fortunately fit inside of each other. Just to show people that they do fit inside of each other, And I'm almost certain that the Frey Bentos tin fits inside of these as well. Yes, it does. These are the older pull ring types of tins. I don't know when they changed the designs on these things, but these are the older ones. Let's put that up there so you can see it. Yes, just move that there and then move them back so you can see them there. Yes, you can. I'm going to also move them there so you can see them. You can't actually see the onion, so let's bring the onion forward. Let's put that there. Onion needs to be more like there. Yeah, that's fine. Put them there so you can see them. You've got the tins in the background. Yes, the OCD has kicked in officially now, guys. We've got the return from the last few weeks of the Penne Rigate, the new version of the pasta that we've been receiving, the Mediterranean or Mediterranean Eurocon or Eurocom pasta. Sorry that I'm getting all my words wrong at the moment, guys. But yeah, as I said, I'm just very, very excited at the moment for the alternative brands that I'm seeing in here, because I can tell you that we've got at least 4 or 5 things that we haven't had before, or we haven't had this variation of them. Of course, it wouldn't be the food parcel without the loo roll, so let's put that there. And for those people who use the food parcels, what are you doing with your rice? Because I'm telling you now, one thing that I have just never, and I know that it makes no sense because I'm of Jamaican heritage, etc. But I promise you guys that I don't have any knowledge of what to do with this rice. It just either comes out tasting like porridge, which I've already got the oats for the porridge, so I don't really need porridge, or it just comes out just not feeling great. Any suggestions on how to get that rice cooked up properly would be very thankful in the comments. We've not got long for these videos to go as I drop something down, so I would appreciate any sort of feedback, guys, and any tips from you wonderful people. It wouldn't be the food parcel without the semi-skim milk. This time again we have the return of the Arla semi-skim milk. I think we've had this more than any other brand on the food parcels, so I would say that the Arla one is the most, you know, commonly known one to me anyway. I'd say that for a fact. We've got the usual, and I'm going to get it right this week, the nice fisherman tuna. Been using quite a bit of tuna over the last week or so because I realised that I hadn't been using it, so I ended up with about 3 or 4 tins. So yeah, of course I had to start getting that down. I'm going to give you a new item, well not a new item, but just a different style of item. This time we have the oranges, navel, from the De Groot fresh produce. They are from South Africa, but these are not Valencia oranges. I think these are these navel oranges. They're a slightly different colour in a slightly different bag, but that is your first alternative item of the week here, guys. Let's see if I can just put that on there. Anyone who can sort of zoom in and see what that says as we try to focus on that. If you can actually see what that says there, guys, it will tell you. It doesn't say anything about Valencia. So I'm just going to put them there because they are a completely different alternative brand. We have a returning brand, but one that we don't normally get every week, and that is the McVitie's Digestive Biscuits. The McVitie's Digestive Biscuits, they're a very high known brand in the UK, and obviously normally we've been getting the Hill brand, and you do get a few more in these. They are a bit skinnier, but you do get a few more in those ones there, so it's nice to see the return of the McVitie's brand of biscuits this week, guys. Once again, it wouldn't be the food parcel without the tea bags, and we have the return again of the Thai food tea. Originally it was Tetley, and since about week 3 or 4 we've been getting Thai food tea. No problem with that. A, I don't drink tea, and B, tea is just tea to me. So, you know, give me all you want about your PG tips and your Yorkshire tea, etc. It makes no difference to me. I don't like it anyway. Oh, shock horror, somebody who speaks English, who's from Britain, who doesn't like tea. No, I don't really like tea and crumpets, to be honest, for those people across the pond. Right, We have had this before, but we haven't had it for a while, and it's only been in the boxes once, and that is the Home Pride tomato and herb pasta bake sauce. I did use that in one of the foods that I didn't actually film, unfortunately, but I will be using that in one of the episodes of Ready Steady Cook coming up. So stay tuned for that when I use this tomato and herb Home Pride jar with something. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it with yet, but I will definitely use it. Now, for eagle-eyed viewers, you may have noticed so far that we haven't had the reveal of the beans or of the soup that we normally get. And the reason why, spoiler alert, we haven't had the reveal of the soup this week, shout out to all of my Scottish friends, is because I think you can probably guess it is not soup, it is Scotch broth this week. I have never tried Scotch broth before, got no idea what's actually in this stuff, but I probably will just try this for the simple fact that I love all my Scottish friends and all those people there up north in the Highlands. And of course, this has got some kind of beef in it. I don't normally eat beef, but the beef content is low. We got 3 tins of Scotch broth this week, guys. So that is a bonus beyond bonuses as I bring the Scotch broth into the picture there. In fact, I'm going to put that there because that needs to be front and center, the Scotch broth. Yeah, it does. I'm going to put the 3rd tin on top, guys, so you can't really see it in the picture, but it will be there, as you know. It's definitely going to be there. It's just up there, so because I put that in there as I move the camera. But I wanted to put that there so that obviously you guys could get to see the Scotch broth up center and front for the video. Obviously, I'm going to probably use some kind of version of this with the Scotch broth to give it a bit of a spoiler. But to the baked beans, we do not have Heinz baked beans this week. We have the Summer Pride brand of baked beans in tomato sauce. These are just your local economy brand of tomato sauce, but nonetheless of beans in tomato sauce. But nonetheless, beans are normally produced by the Heinz Corporation, so I'd probably go as far as to say that these are just beans, like any other beans that you would be able to get. Let's turn them around here. Yeah, that's lovely. So yeah, let's keep them there. You can't see them apples, but you can now. So yeah, we're getting to the end of it, guys. We do, for the pièce de résistance, get peach slices, but they are once again the Summer Pride brand of peach slices, not the ones that we've been getting recently, the alternative brand of peach slices, the Viella or whatever they were called before, the Vitom, I think it was called Vitom peach slices that we were having before. But for those who've been following along, and they know, we have this week, thankfully, as I show you the soaps, we have the return of the soaps. As I place those peach slices, I'm going to put all them there so you can see them. I don't really care that you can't see that stuff behind at the moment, because these are all the stuff that we've got, the alternative. We got 2 of these this week, the Serene soaps this week. We got 2. Let's drop that down there. We got 2 of them this week, and we got 4 of these. So the return of the 4 of the gels. But for those who've been following along eagle-eyed will know that we've been receiving pictures, and I want to shout out to Jack Draper, age 11, from, it doesn't say where he's from, but he's drew a picture of his family. His daddy is his hero, his mummy, there's him, there's, I think it's Ellie or Ella, there's Lewis, Bryson and Lily. And this is a picture from Jack Draper, aged 5. Let me just move those there. We don't need them there anymore. We have the picture from Jack Draper. Thank you very much, Jack Draper, for your wonderfully drawn picture of the, I think it's the ocean. I don't want to go too mad. And the sky in there, you got the sun up there. A wonderfully drawn picture from Jack there. Let's put that in the background there. I'm going to try to place that there wonderfully, yes. Let's make the camera higher so we can see Jack's picture. There you go. Thank you very much to Jack Draper from, he doesn't say where he's from, but you know, from somewhere in the UK. Thank you for your wonderful picture of you and your family having what looks like a great time in the ocean. Thank you very much to you. You make this worthwhile. Not going to go on any longer, guys. As you can see, the video is starting to get a little bit long. I thank you for your love and support. Once again, we have alternative items and brands. Let's keep our fingers crossed that over the next few weeks, we get a really good shocker surprise thing in this. As I give you the pan around so that you can see, as you get a glimpse of my headset, etc. there that actually records this. That'll probably be cut out of the actual video itself. But yeah, I wanted to give you a lovely look at Jack's picture there. But yeah, at the end of the video, guys, please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.